Hello, and welcome to episode 2 of the drawing close-eye characters in Solium's art style. Today we are going to be focusing on 3 more complicated characters that would most likely take a much longer time to draw than the previous 3 from last episode. The 3 characters we are going to be going over in this order will be Classified, Antwon, and DrinkingSyrup. It's going to be in that order. Classified, Antwon, DrinkingSyrup. And so, to get things started, we'll be going with Classified. So, before I continue drawing, this is going to be just like the last time. I'm going to draw the outline, give a fun fact about the character, and then color it in, and then move on to the next one. Now, I might have a difficult time drawing the torso, so just like bear with me on this one, you know. We kind of want to just go with like a triangle, but you know, like a triangulish, yes, a triangulish rectangle. That's not a word, but I'm gonna say it anyways because I just feel like it. I'm in the mood to call it that. And so this character, the Classified, since we have the triangle, the base for his body out, we're gonna want to go to his legs first because his arms are actually in like a robe thing, and it's gonna be hard to draw them. Not really, but it's hard if you go from there and then move on to the legs next, in my opinion at least. So his legs are kind of like any normal close-eye character's legs, including his shoes. He has kind of like boots. Like that, yeah. I'm trying not to make his shoes too big, because I'm drawing this character simply off of memory at this moment. I usually draw most of these close-eye characters off of memory. I don't really go back for reference. Right, now that we got the legs out of the way, it looks like a pretty solid character base. We want to draw his robe. So I would recommend making a new layer for this and going on the layer that you drew the outline on and putting it at around 50 or whatever opacity that you find best. And we kind of just draw like this thing. We'll put it on this side too, but like that. Yeah. And it goes all the way down to like right here, because this is where his arms would like, if you were like a normal person, assuming you are a normal person, if you were a normal person and you're just standing up, your arms are most likely gonna go down to like where your legs are, so you can put your hands in your pockets. And so that's why this ends here, because his robe thing basically covers up his arms most of the time. And yeah, there's not much to say about it really. You can put the little bounce on this side too, or not. You can keep it hidden. But yeah, it's basically just that. It's not that hard. But now I would recommend, wrong layer. My bad. Now I'd recommend erasing all of this inside part on the robe. Because for me, whenever I draw, I only have one layer for coloring. And I try to put all my crap on that single layer, unless I mess up and have to make a new one. But it's hard to explain. But basically, if I'm using one layer to color on, and if I put a layer above another outline layer, the outlines are going to be visible on each. Okay, like I'll explain it better like this. So say I draw this circle guy, this little silly circle. And I put another circle like this above the layer, hoping that all of this circle piece right here isn't visible whenever I color all this crap in. But if we go to our color layer, get yellow, or any color, we color this, oh, I'm on the erasure tool still. We color all this in, you'll see that the outline stays. We don't want that. So that's why I erase this part before I start coloring in. So whenever I put my color, it's not there. So it helps me from having to like make another layer above an already existing outline layer. So whenever I do this, I'd have to go up a thing. And you know, that just, you don't need that if you're just gonna erase that stuff, you know? Probably not, but it makes sense to me at least. You do it your own way though, I don't care. That's just my thought process to it. Alright, anyways, moving on with the character. We can bring the opacity back up after we erase the stuff. So he has a belt right here, that's why I drew this extra line. And I also erased a little up here and made it curved, because that's where his shirt, like where the neck part is. For his legs, he has like these circular knee pad things that's on each leg. That's because his character is like a king, like medieval theme-ish type thing. And he has these parts for like armor, you know? Now, moving on with the head, probably the hardest part. And I'll explain why it's the hardest part once we get there. First, let's draw the circle. It's a pretty cool circle. Definitely looks like a circle. And let's erase, or no, let's not erase. Let's draw the crown first. So he has a crown with 3 spiky parts like that. And I'm bringing up that his crown, I'm saying that his crown has spiky parts because another character that we will be drawing today, he does not have spiky parts, but he also has a crown. So yeah. Another thing I do, this is just a personal thing, I like to erase this part, which would be his head, and just like make the area a little bigger. Because like in crowns, they have those like red parts that like poof out, and that was like my idea of drawing it. Its original crown, you know what, we'll save that for later. We'll save that for the interesting fact. So his character has a split face like this. Like one half's white, one half's black, kind of like the yin and yang thing, just minus the yin or yang. It's just like a little crack in the middle. We probably want to put the crack just like a tiny bit uneven, because whenever we draw this black in, the outline's not really going to be so visible. If you don't think it's like separated good enough, you can just add on until you feel like it's good. This right here looks good, so I'll keep it. There we go. I'm trying to make these lines a tad bit sharper. But yeah, that's good. So before we move on, something I discovered is that if you see where my mouse is, they have this button right here. If you click this, you can grab any color, and if you're on any layer that has already written lines or crap, if you try drawing anywhere, it's not going to add anything. But if you try drawing over pre-existing lines, you can already draw stuff. And I thought that this is cool because forever, every single time when I would draw this character, whenever I would, crap, let's turn this off. When I would draw his face, this isn't what his face looks like, I'm just using this as an example. I would draw it like this. And this obviously is problematic because near the middle, you would have to be very precise to get that split effect. And it's, you know, sometimes it'd come good, like right now, you'd see where it splits. But what I've discovered is if we go a layer above, make the little lines or whatever, you can actually do this effect. Let's put both layers lower. And color in just the spots you want. And get it almost perfectly, literally every time. Like that, see? It's perfect. Well, kinda, other than this part right here, but it, you know, it still works. And it's a lot easier than trying to be very precise. So it's literally something I figured out like a few days ago. But let's erase all this lines. So, let's get back on track now. For this character, there's a lot of ways you can draw his face. You can draw him with big, buggy eyes like this, which I've drawn like multiple times for some drawings that involves him in a meat grinder, or that one GIF I made where it's him like bouncing back and forth. Or you can draw his face like this. This is probably one of the most well-known ways to draw his face. In my opinion, it's the easiest, but might be different for other people, who knows. And he has like somewhat of like a smuggish smile, which I kind of like. It gives his personality as a king, and he doesn't take pity. Bam. Epic. So, now is interesting fact time. So, classified. I'll give 2 facts actually. Classified, his character. This design right here. Most of our avatars are based off of stuff from like different games. So mine would be. Let's not get into all that actually. So Classified's original avatar was, it was like a yellow shirt, like kind of like skin tone hands, not like white or black, but like actual skin tone. I don't really remember the pants that well. He had like tennis shoes on. And he still had the split face. The split face is it was very iconic. He had to keep it with the new design. But he also had like stitches on his mouth, which, you know, it wouldn't be wrong to draw stitches on his mouth still, but I don't draw the stitches. I think it looks better without the stitches. Let's draw it for the sake of bringing up his old character though. Womp 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 womp. Kind of looks retarded though, but whatever, like an old guy. And his crown is very much different from what it is now. It was like a Fruit Loop crown. Let's turn this off. It was like this. It's like, it has such a complicated design. I mean, obviously, I'm not really having that hard of a time drawing it. And it kind of had like the Saints logo thing or whatever. I don't know. I'm not really a logo person. I can't really draw it. And it had like little dots, like a lot of little dots along the entire crown that had colors on each dot. And it was big crown. It was complicated to draw. It took a very long time. You know, it's not really fun drawing. So, there's one day my friend classified really wanted a like commission thing, and I asked them. I was like, "Hey, classified, if I draw your character, like, possibly make a redesign for it or something, will you let me borrow your drawing pad?" And he was like, "Sure." And then I can probably find the picture I drew for him. It's somewhere in my long list of downloads. Here it is. It wasn't really a good drawing, but I was very proud of it because it is what his character has become now, and he really liked the drawing, which I obviously really like it when people enjoy the stuff I make for them. As you can see, yeah, I did draw the Stitch face, different eyes, cause it's just how it is. But yeah, that was his character's lore, not his lore, but the story behind it. Also, also another fact: his character gets impaled like a lot. Like it started as kind of a joke on an old game I made, but then it kind of like became lore for his character that he gets impaled. Like one of my friend Cereal Box made lore about this. Is like he's basically immortal or whatever, but he has to get impaled at least once a year, just so he can stay immortal, or else he'll die like a gruesome death or whatever. And that's also why I haven't drawn this yet on the channel, but that's also why his nightmare variant has a giant hole in the middle of his chest, because he got impaled. It's just hinting towards that. But yep, those are both the facts, interesting facts for this character. I am going to take a small break right here though, so I can get the colors, because unlike the previous few characters I drew, these three characters that I'm drawing right now have already existing color palettes. So, thank the Lord for that. I'm gonna end this recording here, but I'll continue it afterwards. Be right back. Okay, we're back. Um, I'm pretty sure I got all the colors, but if I didn't, I'll just pause the thing again. Well, I'll go back to make sure. So, with the colors I do have, though, let's get started. So we'll go to the layer at the bottom, assuming y'all made at least more than 3 layers and have been drawing the outline on one of the top 2. The shoes are a brown color. So let me just get that color really quickly. Enter. Okay. There we go. This is gonna be for the shoes, his little knee pad things, and his belt. Also, like I've said in a previous video, I think, if let's hide the outline. If you have like all of this area colored in, if you fill it in, you'll see that there'll be like these little tiny dots, and instead of having to like manually color them all in, you can just fill it again. The only downside is that it'll make all these edges like more pixelated, but if you have an outline over it, it shouldn't really be a problem, because it's not visible. But you do whatever you think's best. So let's color in his knee things now. Probably not gonna say much. Actually, no, we're good. We're done. Alright, next is his pants. It should just be like a very dark gray, almost black color. His there's not much to say about the characters when you're coloring them in, you know. At this point, y'all are really just watching me color this guy in until I move on to the next one. There will be there will be reference sheets at the end of the video, though. So if y'all actually are paying attention to the video to draw them, you know, and if you're not really focused on what's going on at the top right part of the screen, watching me type in the HTML crap, then, you know, those codes will be at the end of the video, so it's cool. This part right here is the little fur thing. I recommend hiding the background if it's a white color, and color all this in, because if your background's white and you're on your coloring layer trying to draw white stuff over it, you're gonna have a really difficult time seeing it, obviously. So, you know, I just recommend you don't do that. Or you could just take the lazy route and keep the background layer on so you don't have to draw anything, but, you know, the moment you hide it, there's just going to be a bunch of transparent parts. Oh. This little cape part right here, the robe part, it's just red. The inside of it's a darker red, but we're not really drawing the inside right now. You can improvise when it comes to drawing the parts I didn't draw. Although his arms on his, like, crap. That moment when you don't know the human anatomy that well. The elbow parts of his arm, the elbow thingy. That, he has the, things on his legs, on his elbows, too. So, yeah. There you go, there you have it. Also, I'd recommend not drawing on the background layer if you have it there, because, you know, if you want to get rid of this background layer eventually to actually, like, draw a background for the character, it wouldn't really be a problem, but I would really recommend not having your coloring on the background. It's I kind of just have it there for a temp. But let's move on. So the crown is going to be a yellow color. Did I type that right? I did. Wrong glare. The inner part of his crown will be a darkish red, but the little ruby thingaling right here, that's sorry that I said thingaling, it's because I'm white. This is gonna just be purely red. The inner crown, you know, you'd really just have to drag it down here till you get the right color. But you know, if you want to be more accurate, I actually have a reference sheet for it. I'm going off of a couple things I wrote down in my notes from an old drawing I made of the character. I just color picked it until I got all the colors. But there you have it. It's classified. That's his character. Right there. I'm not really gonna focus much on posing the characters. I'll leave that up for y'all to do. I'm just making these videos so y'all have a better understanding on how to draw these characters. Although I may get their anatomy wrong and accidentally make their torso really long, their legs really short. Random crap like that. Well, I'll most likely know when I do it. Like right here. Might have made his legs a little short, but it's fine. Moving on though, next character we have on the list is Antwon. Now I'm gonna stop the video right here because I need a picture to go off of reference. Okay, and I'm back. I just had to send a picture to my phone so I can look at it and draw. So, this character, I don't know if I should make him tall or not, because whenever I originally drew him, I made him short. But I guess we'll just stick with him being short. He's not really... This dude's not really short in real life. Like, this dude is, like, tall. He's taller than me. But, his character is kind of short. So, you know, just like all my other characters, gotta draw that triangular body. He is a short-sleeved shirt. So, you know, you can draw those little, sleevey things. And he has the hands like Roger. But, you know, we'll get onto that later, because I'd like to draw the legs first. Right now. I probably normally don't, I don't know. So his legs, you know, just like, any normal legs. Except the pants kind of, like, flaps around at one part, like here. When it goes to his shoes, it kind of does, like, that silly little thing. Show that his pants is kind of, like, a little too long on him or something. Before we get any further in the making of this character, I would like to put a disclaimer that I am not trying to be racist or stereotypical about Mexicans. My friend, he is Mexican. He approved the character. He said he liked it. Whenever I was making this design for it, I had no intentions of racism. I'm just saying this in case it gets misinterpreted as me being a racist. But that was not my original thoughts of making it. I was trying to be nice for a friend by making him an actual character. But yeah, with that out the way, let's keep drawing. So, his legs might be a little silly. I think I messed up on it. This flap's not supposed to be so big right here. It's just supposed to be like that. But yeah, that's pretty much his legs. It's a little messed up, but you know, it should work at least. His shoes are easy to draw. They're just like little these things. Let's make his leg like kind of stand up like that, just so he's cool like that. He's cool like that. So moving on. His head, he got big head. Big cartoony head. Something like that. It's bigger than his, shirt. Like, if you were to put his head and his shirt right next to each other, his head would be bigger. But then again, that kind of applies with every single character I've made. So it's not really saying a lot. Yeah. It looks like it works. So he got big nose right there. And a mustache. Oh yeah. He does have a mouth, but I don't really think it's important right now, so we won't draw it. His eyes, kind of just like that. Simple. Easy. Yeah. Although his head looks a little out of place. So what I'll do to fix that is I will Did I just... Okay, no, I did it right. I'll move it like that. I'll merge it down, and then I'll fix all the lines that look weird. Like this. Cool. Alright, next part is he has like the sombrero thing. I probably said that wrong, but y'all know what I mean. And he wears this hat with pride. For surviving. He got it as a reward for surviving all 4 nights in purgatory. It was like a compensation award or something, whatever they're called. I'm just joking though. So this line right here, these are a little erased to make it look a little, the hat a little sharper around the edges. He's edgy like that. Purgatory did him dirty. I joke. Yeah, that should be that part done. Top half. Just like that. You know, thanks to his hat, it makes him the height of an average human. I want to adjust this line right here. There we go. Or maybe a little. That's better. Alright. We're making some serious progress right now. But 2 lines, top and bottom, 1 in the middle. And that's gonna come, be important later when we color it in. Next we will add his hands. Which we can do now because we have his legs. Bam. Alright, and the most important part is character, which we will go a layer above to draw just to make things easier on us. He has one of these things. Now I don't know what these things are called. But I know that they are important in Mexican lore. That's why I added it. So I believe something like this. Gotta leave a little bit of a gap in the middle so we can draw a line straight down. And then we want to draw 2 more lines. Yeah. Alright, and like what we did for classified, we want to erase all of the extra line inside of his character. Because having this line here will make it a tad bit harder when we color it in. There we go. And that should be Antwon. Let's see. Yeah. Might have to take a small break. No, I think I'm good. Alright, so his skin. Let's go down the layer. His skin is kind of near an orange tone because he's Mexican. I didn't want to make him like purely white if he was Mexican because I thought that would be racist. But I don't know. Maybe there might be some out there. We just want to draw this for all of his all the parts where he's showing skin. That'd be like his neck, hands, head. That's it. The next thing we will draw is the hat. Okay, I am back. I had to take like a tiny break to do something. But I almost forgot to say the interesting fact, which I will now. So, Antwon has a big story for his character, how it got to where it is now. So it started off with this game called Antwon's Purgatory. Well, it started a lot before that, but we're not going to get into that because Antwon's Purgatory is basically like the summary of everything that happened before this took place. So, Antwon's Purgatory, it was Antwon basically getting harassed by furries. There is 5 furries in the game, which represented everyone who was basically tormenting him in this purgatory. And it went on for 3 days, but on the 4th day, the main villain, Daniel, tried taking over the purgatory in hopes to get Antwon to join his side. So, but instead of getting him to join his side, it ends up making a completely new purgatory that Daniel is still in control, but he's still trying to get Antwon to join his side, but it just happens in a lot slower pace. But the game that was supposed to go after it, Antwon's Hell, never ended up making it out. But the game, Antwon's Purgatory, is based off of this channel thingy that we had called Furry Hangout or something, where Antwon would be, and we would just send him a bunch of furry pictures as a joke to torment him. He eventually got out, ended up gaining a reputation in CloSi and crap, and then I decided to eventually make him a character, because he always had the basic default Roblox and noob avatar as his character, and I thought that I didn't want to draw that as his character, because for one, nobody outside of CloSi would know that I'd be referring to Antwon. But yeah, that's the story behind his character. Moving on now, though. That story was probably confusing, though. Sorry, I had to do a retake. I was trying to be fast. But moving on, let's get on to his character. So the pants, that is like, I don't really know what color it did for his pants. Oh wait, shoot! Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Okay, we're going to his hat next. It is like an orange color. Give me a minute to type this out. 8-1. Oh, I might sneeze in a few seconds. Oh my god. Okay. Ignore that. The top color of his hat is just a brighter orange. Let's color this entire thing, actually, so we don't accidentally leave any gaps. We want to get a brighter color. Now, I don't really think I need to, I'll probably just type it darker. I can just make this as the, official color. There. This orange is gonna be used a lot more, though. It's gonna be used here, on top of the, sombrero thing. So let's try not to draw outside the lines. It's also going to be used on this thingy. Forgot the name of it. Sorry. There we go. Right. Next is the colors. One is a hat and this thing. So the first color we will be using is green. So that's gonna be this. Right here, yeah. Whenever I made this part, I tried going with I googled like sombreros. I was trying to Google a lot of stuff that related to Mexican culture because I wanted to get it all right. And I saw that there was a lot of this color, so I tried to go with that. And the top color, as you may already know, it's just red, but it's just a darker red. There we go. And like I said, for Classified's character, these color palettes will be visible at the end of the video. And there we go. The next thing will be his nose, and this will be quick. Let's see, what color is it? Oh shoot, I entered the wrong thing. My bad. Oh wait, no. Oh shoot, I picked the wrong color. Dang, I put the wrong color for a lot of things. Dang it. Okay. I'm gonna have to pause the video right here, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm back. So I figured it'd be a lot easier if I just get all my colors and put them right here so we can go by this a lot faster. So his mustache color, it's just a brown color over here. It's near the orange. Y'all would probably already know that. So let's draw this mustache. There you go. Alright, next is his shirt. This will also go for his shirt sleeves that are not visible because it's under that thing. Next is his nose. Which this is probably, as you can see for this character, a lot of the colors I use come from some sort of orange. It's the overall, like, color theme for his character, I suppose you would say. Let's make sure we don't color in this gap right here. And fill that in. Now, I've never once colored under his shoe, so I guess we'll just make this also brown. You can tell he's lifting his shoe up. Don't really know what color I would make the bottom of his shoe, so there you go. That's Antwon. Now, next character is DrinkingSyrup. Sorry, I was checking my mic because there is a lot of talking going on outside of my room. So, next character, DrinkingSyrup. This character, that's another one. Oh, let me pause really quickly so I can get my colors ready. Alright, well there we have it. I got my color palette ready for the character. You can see this character has a large variety of colors. I'm gonna try to draw this character right next to Classified, cause the way I draw them, I make them the same height. So this character is kind of like a knight. Let's see. Putting it like this, so I can draw this stuff right here. He has like these little shoulder things. I kind of just added them once while I was drawing his character and I really liked them. and then it kind of just stuck. I'm trying to draw them in a way I like it. Ooh. Trying to make his arm long enough. We could have probably drawn the legs first, but you know, I guess I'm just in a speed running mood. I'm just gonna draw a little ball for his hand. Not feeling like drawing another hand right now. So that would be arm one. Let's draw the legs. Let's draw the legs first. I'm looking at a picture of this character. Ooh, I made a mistake. There's only 2 of these. I'm sorry. I drew a different version of his character recently where he had 3 pieces. That is my mistake. My bad. I am sorry. Get his arm in. There you go. And I'm putting this thing right here because his, well, no. It'd kind of be like right here. So then that would make this kind of wrong, because this would also kind of be like this. And technically, which I've never once drawn his arms like that. Because these pieces aren't connected. There we go. Now let's draw his legs. So his shoes are almost the same style as Classified's, luckily. That means we don't have to go much depth into the shoe making and shoe crafting. But the only difference is that there's 2 lines, which kind of make it look like armored shoes more than actual shoes. Let's erase this line right here because we can make it better. I'm trying not to mess up his character right now. There we go. I think that looks good, in my opinion. Ooh, maybe this leg probably shouldn't be bent. Probably gonna adjust the legs for a minute here, so bear with me. I'm trying to get these the way I like it. Maybe we should put this leg in the front. That would probably be a little better. If I go on too long with this, I'm probably just gonna cut this section out and redraw the legs, but I'm hoping I don't have to do that. I think these legs are good. There you go. That should do it, yep. Now let's just fix this line so they aren't connecting. There we go. Those are some good legs, yeah. Could have done better with the arm. It's a little short, but yeah, you kind of just make do. There we go. This is the real drinking syrup in all of his glory. Put that a little smaller just to show that it's like angled differently. Fix the lines. There we go. That'll work. Next, his head. I believe I was talking about this at the beginning of the video. Oh wait, oh, we're missing a detail. He has these lines. His torso, like this. And he also has the little line things on his leg right here. That, like the things on his arms, but his legs too. There we go. Yep. Alright. Okay, back to what I was saying. Like I said at the beginning of the video, there is 2 characters with crowns. I brought up the fact, I think I did, unless I edited it out. I believe at the beginning of the video I said something about, unless I didn't, Classified's crown being pointy. Well, this dude also has a crown, but instead of it being pointy, it's, straight. Normal. So you might want to change this, because I think I made it a little big. I think he looks cool with the big crown. Others could say otherwise. So we'll make it slightly more normal size. There we go. Let's chop up these lines. Just a tiny little thing to add. Not to like boast or anything, but I made the designs for all of these characters and they kind of just stuck. And all of these are inspired off of something that they used to be, like Classified's face being split in half, Antwon being Mexican but not in a racist way, and DrinkingSyrup, which I will point out for the interesting fact. Now, for DrinkingSyrup's face, he has eyebrows. Like, well, most of my characters. Of course he does. But the way his eyebrows are drawn, I draw his eyebrows as if he's feeling a little chaotic, some would say. You know, he's always in that chaotic mood. As if he's up to some serious mischief. As if he knows where you live, your address, your parents' birth dates, where they work, the hospital you were born at, where you go to school, your IP. He looks like he'd know all those things. He looks like he'd be able to afford a $10 pipe bomb to be put in your mailbox. But, who knows? Just how chaotic he's feeling. Alright, interesting fact time. His avatar is based off of a character he made for Minecraft. I don't remember how the conversation exactly went. He either wanted me to make him a character, or I requested that I draw his character for him, or that I wanted to make a character for him. I don't really know how the conversation went. But it was based off of his Minecraft character. He had a yellow face. I mean, not yellow. Oh my god, I'm sorry. A blue face. Blue face, blue hands on his Minecraft avatar. And his Minecraft avatar, let me add a tiny little detail. His Minecraft avatar wore a purple suit. And so I kind of took those things, changed it up a bit. You know, we'll leave that line gone. And I thought, hey, why not make it look like he's wearing netherite armor or some kind of purple armor to, you know, fit the Minecraft theme of his character. And so I, kind of just came up with this. And ever since he told me he liked it, he stuck with it. And I do. Let me check something. I know he made it. His account on I drew like more art of his character and stuff, and he made it like his profile picture and stuff, and that just like I really like it when my friends do stuff like that. Whenever I make them something and then they just cherish it and stuff, and It just makes my day when they do stuff like that. So I was really happy whenever he told me he liked it. Made my day, you know. Ever since then, he's kind of just stuck with that. It's very cool. Anyway, time to get on to the coloring part. We will start off with the armor, which takes up the majority of the character. And all of this will be this purple color. Yeah, there we go. And this will be, like I said, it takes up the majority of his character. The only parts where it's not there will be the little gaps right here, these parts, his hands, and everything up here. But other than that, his entire avatar consists most of this. Might be a little silent while I'm drawing this because I don't have much to say at the moment. Other than the fact that I need to start working on Closi Funk again because, you know, we're nearly done. One thing I do want to do that might take another month or a couple weeks is I want to redo all of the main dance expansion songs because I don't like them. I like one of them, but the other song I don't. And there's 2 more songs I need to finish part of that actual week. Other than that, yeah. Anyways, all these little gaps are gonna be this bright magenta color. Besides the dots, it's kind of similar to Classified's character, except it's a lighter brown, I believe. That should be all the magenta. Yeah. Right. Next is skin color. Actually, no. Let's get the brown out of the way. Let's check. Yeah, it's a lighter brown. Okay. Let's get this out of the way so we just fill up these tiny little gaps. Alright, cool. Now we can move on to the skin color. So he is a light blue cyan skin color. Cyan, cyan. There's a lot of ways you could pronounce it. I just call it cyan. That should be all for the skin color. Now the crown, which is yellow. Wonder, is it the same color as this one? No, it's like the smallest brighter. It's literally like barely brighter than Classified's crown. There we go. And his little red ruby jewel thing right here. There we go. And that is DrinkingSyrup's character. But that is all 3 of the main characters. All the main characters I'm working on today. These are the characters with, in my opinion, a very complicated design. And I am looking at this. I probably should not have drawn this with a transparent background because I missed a lot of spots. It looks really ugly. Like, if this is gone, you can't really see it. That's why you need the white outline sometimes. Dang, I really missed, like, this much spot. Wow. That should be good. But yeah, these are the 3 most complicated to draw characters, in my opinion, not including the Nightmare variants. Like I said, their reference sheets will be at the end of the tutorial. And, next video, if I do make another one after this, I will be working on close-eye characters. that are not based on real people, like a couple geoscenes that I made. Maybe just one geoscene, hops, and maybe dark solium. And maybe after that video, I'll make a video on how to draw the nightmare variants in my style. But other than that, that concludes this video. Hope y'all have a good day, and peace.